Hello. You have all heard it before. The kitchen is the heart of the home. It is where we spend most of our time. It's the place where things happen, decisions are made, and where our tummies are filled. And that in itself is enough reason to keep that space feeling welcoming and inviting, tidy, and the kitchen counters clean. But every time, before we know it, the kitchen counter is filled again with stuff that comes out of absolutely nowhere. We are constantly struggling to find space to work on or to prepare those delicious, heartwarming meals. Now today we will talk about 10 items that you can remove from your kitchen counter that are serving no purpose and are just taking up unnecessary, precious space. Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember to hit that like button if you find this video helpful.
So the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show.
So there are 10 things that might look nice on your kitchen counter, but do not necessarily need to be there. And by removing these items, you can create the much needed workspace that you are always looking for. So let's look at those 10 items. Number 1, decor. Now I personally love a vase full of beautiful flowers or greens, but it is absolutely no fun to constantly have to move the vase around on that kitchen counter because you need to make space to prep the food. The kitchen counter is also not the place for candles, photo frames, and other ornaments. Number 2, the bowl of fruit. Now, it does not have to stand on the kitchen counter. Although it seems like the most obvious place, you can rather move the bowl of fruit to the dining room table and make a functional centerpiece out of it. Just think how great it is going to be to have all that extra space on your counter. Number 3, the cake stand. The cake stand is only allowed to be displayed on the kitchen counter when it is holding a beautiful cake or cupcakes or some sort of delicious bake. Otherwise, it should rather be kept in a cupboard out of the way. Number 4, spices. Have you noticed how your spice collection tends to grow with time? And usually our spices end up making quite a mess if it is not being kept under control. Now the kitchen counter is not the space for this. Rather mount a spice rack on the wall or keep them in a kitchen cupboard or drawer close to where you use them. Number 5, the knife block. Most knife blocks, they are beautiful, but most knife blocks also contains steak knives that don't necessarily need to be displayed on the kitchen counter. Rather keep those knives in a drawer. Only keep the knives you need for cooking close at hand. An option is to only keep these knives that you use regularly on a magnetic strip that you mount against the wall, and the rest you can put in the drawer. Number 6, the paper towel holder. Now I have small children, I get it. It is very handy to have a paper towel holder close by when there is a spill on the kitchen counter or the floor. But the paper towel holder does not need to take up precious real estate on our kitchen counter. Rather use a wall-mounted paper towel holder instead and free up some more space. Number 7, cutting boards. If you take the time to reorganize and sort through your kitchen cabinets, you might be surprised to find that there is more than ample space available to store your cutting boards in there as well. So no need to have them displayed on your kitchen counter, taking up space. Number 8, the food processor. Now using your food processor twice a week does not justify the amount of counter space that it takes up. Make a point to store all your kitchen appliances either on shelves or in the cabinets. Number 9, the utensil holder. If you do have a utensil holder on your kitchen counter, make sure that the items in the holder are actually being used frequently. There's no need to have a huge holder full of utensils taking up a lot of space, holding stuff that you never use, right? Rather store the utensils in the utensil drawer. And that way everything always stays together and you know where to find something when you are looking for it. Number 10, cookbooks. Your kitchen counter is not the place to keep your cookbooks. Put up a shelf that can hold all your cookbooks neatly at easy reach and for easy reference, or keep them in a drawer or a cabinet. Even in a basket somewhere else is better than taking up space on your kitchen counter. Now, by removing these 10 items off your kitchen counter, you can create a lot of extra space that will make sure that there is always an opening to work on or to prep food without having to move things around all of the time. Give it a try. Thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. But first, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, and please share it with your friends and your family if you think that it can bless them too.